Once, cars like these were simply called estates, essentially a more practical version of the hatchback or saloon that they were based upon. But these days, marketing types like to give them more exotic names, like this car, the new Vauxhall Astra Sports Tourer. And to be fair, it is a more stylish car than some of the boxy offerings of years gone by. Is that though at the expense of practicality? The Sports Tourer is basically the same as the recently introduced Astra hatchback, but with a longer body at the rear, the cars sharing the same wheelbase and track measurements. We're testing a mid to high spec 1.7 litre CDTI 125 SRI, built in and with a chassis fine-tuned for the UK. And so to the really important part. With the seats up, there's 500 litres of load space here. With the seats folded flat, that figure rises to 1,550 litres. Significant because that's 20 litres more than the larger Insignia Sports Tourer, and it's also slightly more than the current Ford Focus estate. The Astra's load bay has been carefully designed with flat sides. The FlexFold system on this model means the seats fold with a touch of a button, and there's a two-stage luggage cover that can be raised halfway with one touch to ease loading. The usual range of Astra petrol and diesel engines are available, and we've gone for a sensible diesel with the 125 horsepower 1.7 litre CDTI. On paper, all is well, with a reasonable 207 pound-foot of pulling power, a 120 miles an hour top speed, 0 to 60 miles an hour in around 11 seconds, and an official combined fuel figure of 62.8 miles per gallon. With only 119 grams per kilometre of CO2 emitted, it also qualifies for the low VED band C. But in reality, the engine is average at best, chiefly because we've simply become used to diesel engines being more refined than this. It's just a bit rough, a bit coarse, and the power band can seem a bit narrow as well, so you do have to be mindful of your gear choice, although with this good 6-speed gearbox, that's no hardship. The Sports Tourer really benefits from the UK-specific SRI chassis settings. It's a nicely poised, capable car with a surprisingly good ride quality, decent refinement and well-weighted steering. Sports Tourers have a higher standard specification compared to Astra hatchbacks, and the SRI is no exception, even if the colour sat-nav system on this car is optional. It feels a well screwed together, solid place to be, some distance from Vauxhalls of old and in line with the £22,470 list price of this model. The Astra Sports Tourer is a smart looking, honest, practical estate car, and that's a label that it shouldn't really be ashamed of because it's very good at what it does, and in a more attractive form than its predecessors.